Hello guys, this is What About Nintendo, and today I am here for another graphics comparison analysis. In this video, we're going over the recently revealed Mario & Luigi Bowser's Inside Story remake for the 3DS. We're going to be comparing the remake of the 3DS to the original DS version. This is a game that I absolutely love in the DS, glad to see it's getting a remake, and I'm very interested to see what changes we will be seeing. So let's get right on into this. Resolution. First off, let's get the basics out of the way. The DS version ran at the full resolution of the system, 256 by 192p. The 3DS version will be at its full resolution of 400 by 240p. With the extra pixels, it allows for the ability to add much more detail than was previously possible on the Nintendo DS, and Nintendo really takes advantage of these extra pixels, as we will see. Art style. This game really earns the remake moniker and isn't just simply a remaster or a resolution bump or some slight texture changes. No, this is a full-on from the ground up remake. In fact, the art style is very different from the original. We've gone from some very plain, hand-drawn looking 2D sprites to fully detailed 3D models. This goes for every aspect of the game. The backgrounds, the character models, the cutscenes, everything is new. I think this may cause the game to be very diverse among fans of the original, but I'll let you decide which one looks better. So let's go through scene by scene to see what has changed. Toad Square. So the first scene shown is Toad Square inside of Bowser's body. In the DS version, this was a quaint, hastily put together set of shops with gears and items just thrown into a pile. In the remake though, it is completely different. There are shops set up with shelves, there's neon signs pointing to different shops, there are lights in the background, and it's much more colorful and atmospheric than before. It's almost like a fully fledged bazaar. While the atmosphere may be better and the new colors are pretty, some fans may not like that it's a more set up store rather than what made sense in the original, which is a quickly thrown together set of shops which are just meant to try to survive inside Bowser's body the best that they can. Scuttlet boss fight in the flame pipe. The next location shown off is the flame pipe inside Bowser's body, specifically during the boss fight with Scuttlet. The atmosphere has completely changed here to really play off the flame element of the flame pipe. The ceiling is now covered with lava and stones, and the background is filled with fire, giving off some nice looking particle effects. The pipe Scuttlet is blocking is now colored a bright red like molten lava, instead of being the purple color to match the ground, and it seems to be more integrated into Bowser's body. They also changed the ground texture during the actual fight to better reflect the ground that you were walking on the overworld, rather than the strange blue ground in the DS. Blorb cutscene. The next scene is something that actually doesn't exist in the original DS version. In this scene, the giant green toad who has the blorbs rolls through the wall of his own house and scares his family, along with Mario and Luigi who are standing close by. In the original, there was no cutscene at all. Instead, he just kind of rolls on in while you're talking to his wife and son. So it would seem that they're taking the time to make brand new, high quality cutscenes for the game, which I think could be pretty cool. Toad Town. Moving on, the bros have entered into Toad Town and encountered another blorb lying in the road. There are some minor changes to how the town looks, however. They have added sewer grates, changed the road to be a different stone from the rest of the square, changed the water in the fountain to actually be clear water with tiles underneath, and spruce up the textures for the environment on the whole. It's a nice graphical update while not really changing the overall feel of the area, unlike some of the other areas I've shown previously. Dimpled Woods. Unfortunately, since the original DS capture cards are rare and expensive, there's not too much quality footage of some of the areas in the next part of the trailer, so we're moving on to the Dimpled Wood section of the trailer. In this section, we can see a similar change as Toad Town, where the textures are enhanced and sprites change out for 3D models, but overall the theme and feel of the original area remains intact. However, it does showcase how the fire breathed by Bowser's got a nice upgrade, and that the UI for what actions you can use in your health meter has been overhauled. Plaque Beach and Pump Works. This next area, Plaque Beach and Pump Works, I think shows off some of the biggest improvements over the original, and I won't bother pointing it all out myself because we'd be here all day. So I'll just let you spot the differences for yourself. Bowser's Castle boss fight. The final scene in the trailer is the Bowser's Castle boss fight, where Bowser in giant form battles against his own castle. This was very epic in the original, may even be more epic in the remake with the full 3D scenes, upgraded special effects, and full 3D model characters and environments. In my opinion, upgrades really enhance the fight and make it feel much more epic and cool than before, and makes one of my favorite parts of the original version even better. Anyways guys, that's all for this graphics analysis. Some really cool improvements. In fact, the entire game seems to have remade completely from the ground up. As I said, earning that remake moniker instead of just being a remaster is definitely a bigger improvement than what we saw in the remake of Superstar Saga, which I like because this was my favorite game in the Mario and Luigi franchise, and I would definitely be glad to go pick up this remake and play it again with these enhanced visuals. But I do see that the new art style could very well be divisive among fans, so we'll just have to wait and see if people like it or not. Anyways guys, all for this video. If you liked this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more videos Monday through Saturday and live streams Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, except this week we're actually moving it because things that, if you don't know, follow me on Discord for all kinds of updates on that. But let me know down in the comments below what you think of the upgrades. Do you prefer the original style? Would you prefer that they had not changed the art style, maybe just spruced up textures instead of changing like the entire feel and environment, changing to 3D models instead of 2D sprites, all that good stuff? Let me know how you felt about that down in the comments below, and I'll see all you guys later on What About Nintendo. Bye!